So there's a ton of really great cars out here at Amelia Island, but I'm here just for this one, the Lancia Stratos. Freaking legend. I'm here with my friend Tucker here, and my friend Lisa actually owns this car, but he was with the car whenever Lisa's late husband John took delivery. So he's going to tell me a few things about the car. Like, what do you remember from whenever John first got it?
When he initially bought it, I first saw it in their garage in Illinois after he took delivery of it. It initially had fewer decals on it at the time, but after John purchased it, he did put more of the rally livery decals on the car. The car was in really solid condition. It ran really well. It really didn't have any problems. The only concern that we initially had whenever he got it is the throttle did not rebound correctly. So we disassembled the pedal box and all the linkage that runs underneath the center tunnel of the car.
Let's go take a look.
And took all that apart and rebuilt it, reassembled, and that was essentially it. So if you look at the accelerator pedal, you see the linkage hinging towards the passenger side of the center tunnel. So we had to take all that linkage apart. We had that rebuilt and reassembled because it wasn't rebounding correctly. It was binding up, and that was pretty much all that we did with the car.
I remember you saying something about the shift knob too.
Yes, immediately after John bought it, he had me install that period correct Nardi shift knob on it. So I put that on there as well.
And that's all a non-factory car or non-factory thing on the car?
That's essentially it. Yeah. We put the shift knob on, repaired the throttle linkage, and that was essentially it. Very, very shortly after John got this car, I actually recognized it from another YouTube video. There's a Petrolicious video of this car. I believe it's this car. I'm like 99.7% sure it's this car. Am I 100% certain? No, but I believe that it is because prior owner that had this car up in upstate New York, he was the one featured in the video with Petrolicious with this car, being interviewed and talking about the car. And at the time John bought it, there was a New York State inspection sticker or a registration sticker right here in this corner when he got the car, and it's present in that video, and all the other details of the car are on track with what you see in the video. So I'm very certain it's the car from the video that was featured on Petrolicious with one of the prior owners.
Yeah, because I think definitely the big Lancia sticker up on top, like John added that, right?
Yes.
And did he add the HF stickers too? Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
John really digged the rally livery.
Yes.
So he had more decals in addition to what you see here, but he put as much of it as he could on the car because he really digged that look. But some of them have been taken off in advance in preparation for the auction.
You know, I love how much stuff I recognize on this car. Like these latches down here. Like these go on the X19, have the same like door latch, same trunk and engine cover, you know. These are also X19 door handles. Kind of fun. Like the gauges in it. The gauges are all from like a Fiat Spider. They're the same gauges that the Fiat Spider have. I don't know about the switches. I just noticed the keys are right there, so we should probably try and start it. The clamshell latches are also top latches for an X19. But yeah, let's take a quick look at the engine too. Sure. So these have the same engine the Ferrari Dino has. And in fact, you can kind of see, maybe you see it down in there where it says Dino on the heads.
Yes.
One of the things that I'm kind of surprised by, the suspension. I know like the 037s, they have like a dual shock arrangement, but this is just like a single shock.
Yeah.
But you can kind of tell like it's pretty beefy, you know?
Yeah, it definitely has a fairly firm suspension. It's very responsive with it being such a short wheelbase.
I love how they have door pockets for helmets.
For a racing helmet, that's right.
So you put your helmet in there,
One thing that was mentioned by the prior owner when he was interviewed for Petrolicious is the glass here is very delicate. He made the mistake of slamming the door a little too hard at one point, and he shattered the glass in the driver's door, and he talked about how challenging it was to find a replacement.
Actually, the way the glass operates is kind of interesting too.
It's very unique. It just slides up and down.
Yeah, they have like this little knob right here.
We're probably going to fire it up here in a few minutes though.
And you just like twist it to lock it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, just enough clearance to maybe get a hand or two through the door.
Yeah, you're not going to be ordering McDonald's through there. Yeah.
Maybe a helmet. That's it. It's very purpose built.
But yeah, so I remember you saying that you've driven the car, and you were saying the gearing in it's really short.
It is.
So
it's very unique. It's got a dogleg first gear.
Right.
And it is very short geared. To my recollection, I think the top speeds on these cars were around 110 or 120. Mm-hmm. Not extremely fast, but they accelerated very quickly. And it was geared very short. So I drove it a short distance, not a very high speed, but it is a very, very fun car.
The Dino engine, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to go back and look at the Dino gearbox to see if it looks the same. I think it's the same gearbox because the Dino's a dogleg as well.
Yeah.
What I'm speculating is like if it has like a higher differential. So
I was wondering about that last night as well after we discussed it. It could be a different transmission, but then again, it could just be a very, very short final drive.
Yeah.
But that would just take some Googling. I'm sure it could be found.
Yeah, just fantastic. Love this car so much. Let's fire it up, man. Or see if it'll start. We discovered last night that someone had left the door ajar, so the lights were on. We're hoping the battery's not dead. Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah, battery's dead.
Yeah.
Who's got a jump pack? But yeah, so this thing's gonna be heading across the auction block here in a little bit. I'm very sad to see it go. I was really kind of hoping I get to see the car more before Lisa sold it, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we'll get it started for the auction, and then we'll see how she does. There you go. High five, Tucker. Yay. He wanted it to. Nice.
It's the 1975 Lancia Stratos HF Stradale, the perfect balance of competition heritage, road-going usability, with a portion of the proceeds, in this case, benefiting the Footprints Foundation's Driven to Care Legacy Scholarship Program, supporting students pursuing careers in the automotive industry. So a very worthwhile cause near and dear to our hearts, and I'm sure to yours as well. These really are icons of rally sport and of Lancia history.
We'll open up the bidding here at $300,000 to start. 300,000 is bid. 300, 350 against you. 300, 400 is bid. At 400, I'll take 475. 475 is bid. At 475, $500,000 is bid on my right. 525 with Alex on my right, and we can sell at 525. Kason's in at 550. At $550,000, say 575. 575 is bid. $600,000 is bid. At 600,000. 610 is bid. 620 would be next, sir. 625 is bid at 625,000. 600, it is with you, sir, standing at $625,000. Any advance in the room? Going once at 625. Twice. Sold to you, sir, at $625,000. 4587.
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff got it.
Jeff got it.
Oh. All right, I'm here with Jeff. He bought Lisa's Stratos. And just tell me, like, why did you want that thing, man?
Of course, when we're a kid, I mean, you're always going to play with whatever you have. And I do remember building one of the earliest plastic car models that I ever built.
Right.
Was the Lancia Stratus. I just thought it looked like a spaceship. To this day, until 2 days ago, I'd never seen one in person even. You know, you can watch them on TV, watch them on video, and no car has ever been less stunning in person, you know, and so when you see
Was this the first one you saw in person?
This is the first one I ever saw with my eyes.
Mine too.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen the Stratos also. I was super excited.
And as fate would have it, I was chasing one and that deal fell through.
Okay.
And so everything just came together here in Amelia Island for me to buy Lisa's car. I mean, it couldn't be any more magical, quite honestly, because the little bit of stress that I had of hers going over the auction block before my car that I was relying on to sell for a little bit more money.
Right, yeah.
It was nervous, you know, but I put the trust in everything that's out there, the energy, the God, my God, whatever you want to call it, the force, the universe, you know. But the Lancia Stratus was so important to me, I guess. It became more important after I wasn't able to get a Dino that I took 7 years to try to get it running.
Right.
And I lost interest in it. I love the Dino. And I'm like, well, this one's got a Dino motor.
Yeah.
But it's shorter, it's lighter, it's more agile, and everybody's told me how terrifying they are at the limit, and that only got me more on board to get one.
More excited.
I'm honored to own it. I'm honored to be where I am now today to be able to drive it, something like that, and I'm looking forward to doing a bunch of cool rallies with it.
Well, I'm glad it's coming back to Austin.
Yeah, me too.
I'm super glad.
It was quite a
well, hey, before you take off, you're driving this 911 Dakar.
Yeah, absolutely.
6,000 miles, you said?
It might end up being about that. There's planning to it, but it's planning as we go in the direction we're going.
Right.
I do need to get to Sonoma by Thursday or Saturday And then I'll be back in Austin around the 22nd or 23rd, and there'll be stops along the way in Colorado, and I'll be visiting friends and family, and getting their signatures too. It's gonna be really cool.
That's great. Like all the signatures are fantastic. How many signatures do you have so far, you think?
I'm going to count them tonight, but I would say probably 40 or 50. I've got a few of them back here. Peter Brock, we got Kevin Buckley, Ray Abraham.
Nice, yeah.
But all these people have a connection with me through the motorsport community, and which is kind of, it's really cool. Everything's just been so cool on this, and I feel like the reason I'm driving this and doing what I'm doing is driving will heal. Like it'll heal the soul, it'll heal the heart, mind and body, and all this. So it's going to be a great trip. It really is. I'm looking forward to it.
That's fantastic.
Thank you so much for this.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Have a good trip.
Yeah.
They're right next to the best signature right there.
Yeah. Proper.